You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Howard Stern here in this video. Me and Rhodes actually shot a video together talking about Howard Stern, and he has been triggered that black NBA players do not acknowledge him at NBA games, namely at Knick games at Madison Square Garden. He seemed to be triggered that the players go over to Spike Lee, Tracy Morgan, Denzel Washington. All of those guys are actually black. Howard Stern is a white man, and he believes that race is a factor as to why black NBA players don't walk up to him and shake his hand, give him a hug. He believes that his skin color is a factor. Now, in case you guys didn't see our other video, I'm going to play this clip here, and Howard Stern believes that his skin color is the reason why black NBA players don't acknowledge his presence. And guys, make no mistake about it, Howard Stern, he loves being famous. He's going to tell you this in this clip. He loves being famous. He loves it when people actually recognize him. But the black NBA players, they give him the cold shoulder. Listen to this.
I've always sat, the Knicks have been very kind to me. They put me right in the front row. That's when I knew I was famous. When I have courtside, they put me courtside. And the black players won't come over and say hello to me, but they go over to Spike Lee or they go.
They don't acknowledge you at all?
No, I'll be sitting next to Tracy Morgan or Chris Rock. They seat you where they seat you. And a lot of times when I'm there, I'm next to Tracy Morgan, who is, so funny. And he's sitting there and like a couple of the players will come over. They like give him that bro shake and stuff. And I'm like, these guys should hug me too. I mean, what am I? I mean, I grew up in a black neighborhood. You know what I mean? They should know that. But I get ignored. The only guys who come up and
that is?
I think because I'm a white guy.
You think it's a racial thing? I'm
gotta
sure they
be.
talk to some white people.
No,
They
not that I
must.
saw. I want them to. I want them to talk to me. I want them to come over and go, hey, Howard, I'm a fan of the show or something. But no, I don't get that. And you know who comes up to me sometimes? The referees. Like,
Wow.
Yeah. The white guys and black guys. They'll come up to me, white referees and black referees, like, hey, Howard, hey, but
Yeah.
a lot of the white referees. So I'm like, oh, is everything racial now? Can I get a shout out from some of the players? But this Halterstein, I'm banking on him to come over and like, hey, man, I'm a fan of your show or something.
Maybe he will be ostracized by the team if he talks to you.
I don't know. I don't know. I just get upset. I'm like, fame to me is very important. I'll admit it. I like people to recognize me.
Well, they
the
might
game.
not. They might be recognizing you, just not speaking to you.
Yeah, maybe they don't like me. I don't know. I'd like to think it's a white thing, not my personality. I hope it's racial.
Okay, you heard that right there. That's Howard Stern triggered that black NBA players don't acknowledge him at games. But however, a former NBA player, J.R. Smith, look at this on Bro Bible. J.R. Smith reveals why black NBA players won't acknowledge Howard Stern at Madison Square Garden. And I believe Rhodes actually kind of touched on this on our last video we actually made about Howard Stern. Rhodes actually said the average NBA player is probably 25 years old or so. And Howard Stern at his peak, 1990s to roughly 2004, 2005. So these NBA players that are playing today, probably pretty young, and they probably never actually grew up with Howard Stern. Now, make no mistake about it, guys. Howard Stern has completely lost his mind. I mean, he has went overboard, with the whole virus thing. He just went out of his mind. But look at what J.R. Smith actually had to say here. Look at this tweet, because he's actually responding here to Taylor Rooks, who says Howard Stern is one of the most talented interviewers of all time. With that being said, this is a ridiculous stance. Many of them simply have no idea who he is, and people not knowing you isn't an insult. So J.R. Smith, who played in the NBA, replies and he says, I'm sorry, but what basketball player listens to him? LOL. I don't think I've met one, black or not. So former NBA player J.R. Smith is saying that none of these NBA players listen to Howard Stern. None of them. They didn't grow up with him, so they really don't know who he is. Now, Howard Stern still has a show on Sirius XM, but we're living in a much different age now, guys. You got so many people, Rogan, I believe, is actually past Howard Stern. Rogan, he is big time right now, the biggest podcast in the world. Now, I'm pretty sure NBA players at least know who Rogan is. So I'm pretty sure if Joe Rogan showed up to a Knicks game and he was sitting right there next to Spike Lee, they probably would actually, hey, give him a handshake or something like that. Howard Stern, they don't know who he is. But also check this out, guys. Howard Stern has a past that I'm pretty sure these NBA players may not like, and Twitter is roasting him for this. Look at this on Breitbart. Internet dunks on Howard Stern after he laments black NBA players ignoring him during games. They go over to Spike Lee. Now, it goes over all the other stuff that I've already mentioned. So we're going to go right to the tweets that's been put out about Howard Stern. And they are dragging him for his blackface past. And guys, I got to be honest. There's clips here. There is no way in hell I can actually play these clips. I listened to some of these. And this one here, this is him and Sherman Hensley right there. He's in blackface, acting like Ted Danson. And Sherman Hensley is actually playing Whoopi Goldberg. Now, Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson used to date back in the day. And there's a bunch of N-words being dropped in this clip here. Look at this tweet here. Howard Stern in a blackface and using the N-word like crazy. Howard Stern attacked President Trump and said he don't like Trump supporters. They call Trump supporters racist. But white liberals and Democrats are always in blackface and using the N-word. You guys got to go and check out that clip. I can't play it right here. Let's see here. The same Howard Stern who wore blackface while using the N-word and congratulated the cops who beat Rodney King, shown here. I'm not going to click on that link right there, because that was actually a reply here to somebody that says, why would any NBA player under the age of 30 know who Howard Stern is? Good point. That's what we were saying right here. Look at this. Howard Stern yet again in blackface. It says here, it's ironic that Howard Stern thinks racism is a factor when he's ignored by young NBA players. Now, I really don't know if these NBA players know about him wearing a blackface before in the past here. Howard Stern is trending because he doesn't know why black NBA players won't speak to him. He forgets he's a racist that used to call black people smelly ends for laughs. And that's a part of that Sherman Hensley clip right there. So go over to Breitbart and you guys can actually check out those clips there, because I cannot play that clip right here. But what do you guys think of this? Do you guys believe that his blackface past is the reason why that the NBA players don't talk to him? Or do you actually think it's because the NBA players just didn't grow up with him? I mean, J.R. Smith said, hey, white or black, I don't know anybody that listens to him. Nobody. And I believe that's probably more the factor than the whole blackface thing, because I don't know how many players even knew about those old clips from back in the day. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.